This is a great decade to love superhero movies. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Zach, and in this video, I'm going to be highlighting a few of the upcoming movies for Marvel and DC that are set to come out all the way up to 2020. In the last month, we've seen the highs and low points of superhero movies in theaters, starting with Deadpool, which reached sky-high numbers around the world, set multiple world records for an R-rated movie, and totally won fans' hearts. On the other side of the scale, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice did not do so well with the fans, despite having three of the Justice League's biggest hitters and referencing other members of the group. Coming up very shortly, like within the next week, we have Captain America: Civil War hitting the big screen. Tony Stark and Steve Rogers in the showdown of the century, bringing in new characters like Black Panther and the much anticipated, very well received Spiderman. I'm only going to be highlighting a few of these that stick out to me personally, but I'm looking forward to most, if not all of them. The first movie that piques my interest is Thor Ragnarok, the third installment in the franchise. For this movie, Thor's love interest, Jane Foster, played by Natalie Portman, will not be returning. Instead, Tessa Thompson is coming in under a key role, which makes it sound very ominous, and I'm looking forward to seeing exactly what that role is going to be. Some characters we may see are Fenrir the Wolf and Heimir the Giant, appearing under Loki's leadership, and Surtur, the fire demon, rumored to be played by Cate Blanchett. A little bit more about the Ragnarok term. It is one part in a process of death and rebirth. And since the movie is called Thor Ragnarok, one might be able to guess that it's Thor's death and rebirthing we might be experiencing. As for other Avengers we might be able to see in this movie, Hulk's name has been dropped to come back and reprise his battle with Thor like we've seen in Avengers, and a long-standing quarrel in comic book lore. And this last one is a bit of a stretch in my mind, but we might be able to see a Thor-Thanos battle happening. Thanos being the big celestial figure who wants to take over the universe with the power of the Infinity Gauntlet. Next up on my list, as you might be able to guess from my wardrobe choice, is the Flash movie, coming in 2018. We all know that the Flash TV series is going on right now, starring Grant Gustin, and fans have been begging and pleading for Grant to play Flash in the movie, but that's just not going to happen. Instead, the Flash will be played by Ezra Miller and set in a completely different universe than what's happening in the show right now. Thanks to the multiverse that was opened in season 2 and has basically been happening in all of comic book lore, there are 52 universes that this Flash could be from. Well, actually more like 50, because they've already have Earth 1 Flash and we've seen Earth 2 Flash with Jay Garrick. For a non-comic book reader, this is going to be very interesting to see what Earth 3 to Earth 52 Flash is like. What is his motivation? What is his occupation normally before he becomes the Flash? There are a lot of questions that are still in my mind, and we've got 2 years before we get all of the answers. Now we get to the two movies that I cannot wait to see. Avengers Infinity War, coming out in 2018 and 2019. The core cast of heroes that came together in the first Avengers movie worked really well together despite their different personalities. Age of Ultron, they fell apart a little bit, which left room for a story arc. And now, coming up to Infinity Wars, we're going to see so much more happening within this group. This will of course be the climax to what has been going on throughout the Marvel Cinematic Universe, collecting the 6 Infinity Stones, the Space Stone, the Power Stone, the Reality Stone, the Mind Stone, the Soul Stone, which we have not seen yet, but with Doctor Strange coming out later this year or early 2017. We're going to be hinted at that. And the Time Stone, which will possibly be appearing in Ant-Man and Wasp. Throughout these two movies, there's going to be a total of 68 Avengers, including Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Inhumans. That's insane. How is the studio going to work out working with such a large cast and giving everyone enough screen time so that viewers can see their favorite heroes? I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen. All I know is that these two movies will be big. On the DC side of things, in 2018, we will get Aquaman, one of probably the most underrated and joked about heroes in the Justice League. However, this Aquaman is going to be powerful. He is being played by Jason Momoa, who is Khal Drogo on Game of Thrones. This is going to be an Aquaman like you have never seen. He's going to be able to rival Poseidon and Neptune, the Roman and Greek gods of the sea. I have absolutely no expectations for this movie whatsoever since it's 2 years down the road, but I'm looking forward to seeing what the studio and Jason are going to do with it. The last movie I have up on this list for Marvel and DC is Captain Marvel, hitting theaters in 2019. To me, she sounds a bit like a Supergirl. She can fly, she has super strength, she can absorb energy and release it back out into her environment, which is something Supergirl actually cannot do. She's been part of several teams throughout her Marvel years, including S.H.I.E.L.D., Guardians of the Galaxy, and the Avengers themselves, and the studio has released that they're going to be using her Carol Danvers persona among her many that she's had throughout her existence. Again, I don't have any expectations for what's going to be happening with this movie since it is 3 years down the road, but I'm going to be looking forward to it and I'll definitely be there. That's it for this highlight reel of all the superhero movies that I'm really looking forward to seeing in the next 4 years. I'm really glad that I decided to give DC a chance with all of their TV shows and didn't just stick to being a Marvel head, because if I hadn't, I wouldn't be able to experience everything that's going to come in the next 4 years. I'll put a list of all of these movies that I can find coming out down in the description, and you guys let me know, what movies are you looking forward to seeing? Were they some of the ones that I mentioned, or are there some down there that you're really excited for and you want people to know about? I feel like this is a very true testament to knowing what you love, but not being afraid to branch out and experience other things that people are excited about. It is always a great thing to help you grow as a person. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to punch the like button, share it around, comment below letting me know what superhero movies you're looking forward to, and subscribe to be notified of all of my latest videos. I'm still doing daily vlogs for the next week and a half, so stay tuned to see what I get up to and have some fun adventures. It's been great talking with you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Live to be different and be who you were born to be.